Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Prima Advanced User Forum. This is Chris, and I'll be your host today. We're going to be going over commission bands, how they're calculated, how you can set them up, as well as how you can keep track of them using your invoices and reports. So there are two different types of commissions in Prima. You have a fixed commission and you have a margin commission. So a fixed commission is going to multiply the profit dollar amount per item by a fixed rate that you set per company. And then the margin type is going to calculate it by multiplying that same profit dollar amount by the margin percentage of the item. And I'll explain how both of those work in a minute here. So to set a commission type, you're going to head over to a company. Commissions are set per each company. So once you're in a company, it's going to be in the customer tab here, and then the commission band drop down right here. As you can see, we can have margin as well as various band percentages here. I'll pick 15 in this case. And then in addition to setting it for each company, you can also set it per location. So if we take a look at location here, that same drop down is going to be on the right hand side. Here we go. This commission band drop down right here. If it's left blank, it's going to use the company setting, but you can also choose, of course, any setting you need for each particular location. So let's talk about fixed commissions first. To set up a new fixed commission band, we'll head on over to admin. It's going to be in general, and then commission bands down here at the bottom. These are going to be all of your fixed commission bands right here. In this case, we want to make a new one, so we'll hit this new commission band button at the bottom. And we just have to give it a name. You, of course, can use any naming scheme you would like, but it's always a good idea to put the percentage amount in the name. And of course, we'll put the percentage amount here as well. Save and close. And now that new fixed commission band is in the drop down and can be applied to any company. So in addition to the fixed percentage that you can set up here, you can also set an individual percentage per salesperson. So if we head on over to users, take a look at one of these users. Each one has their own commission percentage as well. So this is going to be multiplied by the fixed rate. So for example, this person gets a 50% commission. So let's say a particular company has a 20% fixed rate applied. This person would get 50% of that 20%, which would equal 10%. So this salesperson is going to get a 10% commission instead of the 20 assigned to the company. It also works the other way around. So if you wanted to apply a 150% commission band, you can do that as well. But the default is just 100, so they get the full fixed rate, whatever's applied to the company. A few more settings we have here are band min and max as well as margin min and max. So the band min and max is only going to apply to fixed rate commissions, as well as margin only applied to margin rate. So the band minimum and maximum here, the band minimum is going to be a minimum threshold required to receive any commission. So in this case, it's set to 10%. So anything 9% or less is going to receive zero commission. So if you have an item on a sales order that is 9% profit percentage or less, this salesperson is going to receive $0. They're not going to receive any commission at all. But of course, if they reach 10% or higher, they will see the normal commission calculation, as well as the band max. This is going to be a maximum threshold set for this person. So, for example, if the profit dollar amount reaches over 70%, it's going to limit that to as if it was 70%. So if the profit percentage was like 80 or 90%, it's going to drop it down to calculate it as if it were 70% in this case. And then, of course, margin, minimum, maximum are going to work the same way just for margin, but we'll come back to that when we talk a little bit more about margin. So in addition to the company fixed rate and the individual person fixed rate, there's going to be a nominal rate as well. So if we head back over to general, and then in nominals, you can set a commission percentage on each item category as well. What a lot of dealers do is for delivery, for example, a lot of dealers don't like to put commission on when a customer charges or a customer pays for shipping charges, for example. So if we open up this delivery nominal here, we can set the commission to 0%. And so that way it'll just multiply the commission by zero, effectively reducing it to $0. So that way salespeople will not receive any commission at all on any shipping charge or anything related to the delivery nominal. Or another example might be furniture. Furniture typically has higher margin than other items. So if you ever wanted to limit the amount of commission a person would receive for furniture items, you can change this commission to, in this case, 50%. So the salesperson will receive 50% of the normal commission rate. But of course, the default is going to be 100. That's going to leave the commission rate unaffected, but you have this option if you choose to use it. So that was a lot of information there. To summarize fixed commission rate, it's calculated by taking the profit dollar amount from each item on an order. In this case, let's say it's 50%, or I'm sorry, $50 here. It's going to multiply this $50 by the fixed rate applied to the company. Let's say it's 20% in this case, multiplied by the individual rate, which let's say it's $50 for the, or 50% for the salesperson. And then again, multiplied by the nominal rate, which is left at 100. So it's just going to multiply it by 1 here. So in this case, on this $50 profit on an item, the salesperson will receive $5. So that's fixed commission rate. For margin, it's going to work in a similar way. Instead of setting the margin percentage up in admin, there's no admin setup required. You would just head on over to the customer and choose the margin commission band here instead. But the same individual rate and nominal rate is going to apply to margin as well. So if we head back over to admin, per user, this same commission percentage setting here is going to apply to both fixed and margin. And then for items and sales orders that are set to margin, it's going to use this margin min and max instead, which is going to work the same way. The margin min is just going to be the minimum threshold required to receive any commission. So if the margin in this case is 9% or less, you're not going to receive any commission at all on the item. But then if it's 10% or more, we're going to receive the normal amount of commission. Same thing with the margin max. It's going to be the upper cap on the commission rate you can receive. So if the margin was 90 or 100% in this case, it's going to limit it to as if it were 80%. And then the same thing for nominals. It's going to use the same percentages. There is an enhancement in the works that's going to allow you to set it's going to allow you to set individual nominal rates. So each salesperson can get their own unique nominal percentages. But as of right now, it's going to be for all salespeople. So to summarize margin again, if we pull up the slide, the margin commission rate is going to take that same $50 profit, multiply it by the margin percentage instead of the fixed rate applied to the company. Let's say in this case, this particular item has a 33% margin. It's going to multiply that again by the same individual rate set for the salesperson and the same nominal rate set for the nominal. So in this case, the salesperson will receive $825 on this $50 profit. So that's how both margin and fixed rate commissions are calculated. So to pay out commissions, what you'll do is you'll head over to invoicing. If we take a look at one of these invoices here, there we go. So you can see we have this commission date field right here, as well as this paid tick mark. So this paid tick mark is just going to turn on and off to indicate that commission has been paid for this particular invoice, as well as the commission date, the date that the commission was paid. So in this case, of course, since this particular invoice is outstanding, the commission has not been paid for this invoice. If it were, this tick mark would be turned on and the commission date would appear here. So to tick this paid tick mark right here, what you'll do is you'll go over to the invoicing filters by hitting this green bar up top. And in this case, as you can see, I'm missing the setting right here to pay commissions. So if you're ever seeing the filters like I do here, to pay commissions, you have to change the setting in the particular in your login here. So if I take a look at the Prima support, as you can see right here, there's this pay commission tick mark right here that'll allow each user to pay out commissions or not. So go ahead and tick that on. Let's do a quick log out and log back in. Okay. Here we go. That looks better. So now we have this pay commission drop down right here. So this is the function that's going to tick invoices as commission paid. So in this drop down, we have three options. You have pay commission for March, which is in this case, it's going to be the previous month. This is going to take a look at all invoices and anything that's not paid commission yet. It's going to pay it for the previous month only. And then pay commission up until the end of March. So that's going to take all invoices from any period of time up until the end of last month. the end of last month and pay those out as well. Or the last option, the recommended option, is going to be pay commissions for selected invoices. So instead of the entire month or from all time, you can select exactly the commission or the invoices you would like to pay and pay them that way. So to qualify for commission to be paid out, an invoice has to be posted over to QuickBooks, as well as the payment status for the customer has to be marked as paid. So the customer has to pay for the invoice and the invoice has to be posted. There is another enhancement in the works that will allow you to pay commissions on invoices that have not yet been paid by the customer. But as of right now, it's only set to when customers pay the entire invoice. So to do that filter for you, there is this qualifies for commission tick mark right here. So if we take this to yes, it'll just search for anything that's posted and also paid by the customer. Then you also have the commission paid tick mark right here is just a simple yes or no. So that way you can see which invoices you have and have not paid commission out for yet. So for this example, let's say we want to look for invoices that need to have their commission paid but have not yet been paid. So we'll set that to that. And we'll remove this status up here. You can also set a particular creation date or invoice date for your invoices, as well as filter by a particular salesperson. So it looks like these are the invoices that need to have their commission paid. So in this case, I'll just select a few right here, head over to the filter, and click Pay Commission on Selected Invoices. It'll bring up an Are You Sure page. We'll say OK. All right, and those commissions are now set as paid. If we hop into one of these, you can see that the tick mark is now on and the commission date appears right here as well. So to better organize this information here, as well as see the actual commission calculations, that's going to be in the commission report over in reporting and reports. And it's going to be this commission report right here. Here we go. So this report is going to show you all the information you need for your commissions. It's going to show you the salesperson, the invoice or credit it's going to apply to, the customer, as well as all the order information. And then at the very end, we're going to see the actual commission calculation, the amount right here, as well as all the information used to calculate it over here. So from here, we can see the commission type that's applied. It'll show you whether it's a fixed commission rate with these percentages here, or if it's margin. And that'll tell you whether it's fixed or margin to choose the margin minimax or the commission minimax to calculate by. Of course, it'll do it for you in the report, but if you're looking for the information, it'll decide here. As well as the commission percentage right here is going to be the salesperson, as well as the nominal percentage rate applied to the nominal. And then a little bit over to the left here, we can see the actual profit amounts used in the calculation, as well as the margin amounts over here. So to organize all of this information, we can head up to the Criteria tab. And then, of course, we can filter by a particular customer's name. We can look for the invoice date period. We can look for a commission paid status, whether it was paid or not paid yet, a particular salesperson. The landed or actual cost drop down here is going to decide whether or not to use the landed cost or the actual cost to calculate your profit used in the commission calculation. And of course, you can select particular business groups or depots or the payment status of the invoice. You can also choose the commission date. So this date will be a one day that the commission was paid out. So if you're looking for invoices paid their commission out today, we'll select today. There was also another enhancement in the works that's going to change this commission date to a to and from range. So you can look for commissions paid out over a range of dates versus one date at a time. And then, of course, as with any report in Prima, you can go ahead and export it to Excel with this function here, or you can set this commission report up to auto email to yourself every week or every month, and that'll be set up in admin. And that's all the information I have for you guys today. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Thanks very much. See you guys later.